With the reveal of Mega Dragonite in the latest Legends ZA trailer, I think I've figured out where exactly the true origins of Mega Evolution's bizarre designs come from. And I've got 5 designs I'd like to share with you to illustrate this. Kia ora everyone, I'm Professor Kauri, welcome, and let's talk some Mega Evolution. We find out in Pokemon X and Y, and in the anime, and in the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Delta episode, that Mega Evolution Stones are just regular evolution stones that have been infused and irradiated by energy from AZ's ultimate weapon in Kalos. However, almost none of the Pokemon that can Mega Evolve normally evolve from evolution stones. So why then would just an overpowered evolution stone be able to evolve these Pokemon when it couldn't do it in the first place? I believe the answer lies in branching genetics. With Mega Aerodactyl, the Pokedex in Ultramoon describes it as Mega Evolution awakening some dormant genes and bringing back the sharp rocks that once covered Aerodactyl's entire body. And with the reveal of Mega Dragonite, they explicitly state that the Mega Evolution pulls forward traits of Dragonair, its previous evolution. So Mega Evolution is somehow connected to unlocking dormant genetics within a Pokemon. In the Pokemon world, Pokemon don't always evolve in a straight line. It sometimes forks and bends and twists and turns depending on if you're evolving by level up, if you're evolving by item, by location, by region even, where suddenly you can have subspecies of Pokemon because they diverged at some point. I believe that Mega Evolution is tapping into these alternate evolutions, pulling those dormant genes through. It reaches back through the genetics of a Pokemon and grabs the dormant genes that would have evolved it in another way and then bring them and add them into, or reawaken them in the current Pokemon, giving us this bizarre mishmash Mega Evolution. First up, let's check out a design for Onix. Now, Onix evolves into Steelix with a metal coat, and then it can Mega Evolve from there. But it gains traits that don't reside in Steelix or Onix. So this implies that there's a branching evolution of Onix that once held these missing traits. So I imagine that if at one point we could have evolved an Onix, say with a Dawnstone, that it possibly could have looked like this. Meet Saphix, the Crystal Snake Pokemon, a pure rock type. This Pokemon burrows under the ground in search for gemstones to consume, which grow the crystal geodes in its body, and its favorite food is carbink. I love how this design turned out. Being able to pull through those crystal protrusions and the geode-like markings on Mega Steelix while also nodding to the Crystal Onix from the anime. So in this example, Mega Evolving Steelix reaches back through Onix and pulls the dormant genetics that would have produced a Saphix and combines those traits and power with Steelix to form Mega Steelix. Let's check out another example. In this case, let's go with the Metatite line. Metatite evolves via level up into Metacham and then can Mega Evolve into Mega Metacham. But again, we have the issue of where is all of this awakened DNA coming from? So I imagined that if we had been able to evolve a Metatite with a shiny stone, we might get something that looks a little bit like this. Meet Medivana, the Nirvana Pokemon, a fairy and psychic type. When Metatite evolved, it gave up the need for physical fighting and became at peace with itself and one with nature. It is said that its mental clarity and psychic power can overpower any foe. Oh, I had so much fun drawing all of these. Obviously, I pulled through the design aspects of Mega Metacham's clothing changes and the different accessories that it looked like it gained. And I thought that by swapping the fighting type for fairy type, it was a great way to provide a point of difference from Metacham while still kind of keeping that mystic martial arts vibe that the Metatite line already has. Let's check out another one, in this case Snova, that cute little guy that evolves into that very intimidating Abomasnow, and then can obviously Mega Evolve into Mega Abomasnow. Those ice crystals had to come from somewhere, right? So let's give Snova an ice stone and see what we get. This is Snorrist, the grizzly alpine Pokemon, a grass and ice type. Snorrist detests company and chase people and Pokemon out of its territory. It spends its time around waterfalls to grow the ice shards on its back. While I do already like Abomasnow a lot, I do feel that this branching evolution provides Snova with a fun storyline for its personality and doesn't completely lose the Snova visual connection. Next up is one of my favourite Pokemon, Scyther. While it doesn't evolve naturally at all, it has gotten some love recently with the new Hisuian evolution of Kleavor to go alongside Scizor and its Mega Scizor forms. However, those genetic traits brought out in Mega Scizor don't match anything from Scyther, Scizor, or Kleavor. So this time we'll evolve Scyther with a King's Rock and see what we get. This is Kator, the cutting Pokemon, a bug and fighting type. Cutter is known to cut down trees into splinters with its serrated blades. It defends weak Pokemon and won't stand for stealing. This was a blast to make, taking inspiration from both Scizor's normal and Mega forms to find something that felt like a comparable evolved form for Scyther. The name also comes loosely from the idea of a paper cut, giving a very loose paper scissors rock connection between Kator, Scizor, and Kleavor. Lastly, we come to Dragonite. Yes, the Pokemon that has the newest Mega Evolution. We know that this Mega Evolution has traits similar to Dragonair, but they're still very different, with those large oversized wings and additional feather-looking things on the shoulders and legs of Mega Dragonite. So let's explore this by giving Dragonair a shiny stone to evolve. So we get Dragonito, the winged dragon Pokemon, a dragon and flying type. Dragonito takes to the air around the lakes and caves it grew up in, landing only to protect Dratini. Some say it even sleeps while flying. Now, I don't mind the new Mega Dragonite design, but I did want it to have that visual connection between the Mega Evolution and Dragonair to be a lot clearer. The name for Dragonito comes from the words dragon, obviously, and the Japanese word raito for light. Sorry if I mispronounced that wrong. So for this design, I decided to go deeper down the route of the winged serpent, trying to capture a regal and elegant sort of look and kind of steering away from the edgier dragon vibes I could have gone, so it still fits in line with the typical Dragonite line. Hey, let me know what you think about this theory and these designs. I had a lot of fun making them. Let me know which one was your favorite. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.